Hello my friends, Todd here. It is October 25th and we are headed towards the mountains again. I don't know if you can see way in the distance. That is the Boone and Blowing Rock area, Grandfather Mountain, and the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we're going to jump on the Blue Ridge Parkway today and see what we can see as far as the colors go. So let's go. Beautiful scenery up ahead. This is 321. We generally will take this from Charlotte off of 85. There is a scenic route, a little more scenic, and it's 64 off of 77. But it's a little bit longer route, depending on which way you're coming, of course. And but 64 is really, really scenic. And this gets more scenic as we get closer, of course, to the Blue Ridge Parkway, Blowing Rock, and Boone area. We are in Lenoir right now, and if you've ever seen my other videos, a couple of years ago, we were going to Lenoir, and we stopped at a little place up here around this corner, the coffee house. You see it right there on the right hand side, and they used to be open 24 hours, and it is now closed and for lease. So that was a fun place. Very reasonable breakfast too, and a good breakfast. And usually after you go through Lenoir, North Carolina, you'll start making your ascent up into the mountains. A couple up and downs, but yeah, we are seeing colors, which is great. Yeah, we are starting to see some colors. If you look over here to the left, wow, beautiful. So I remember a few years back when we came up here, there were some pretty bad storms that came through with high winds and really eliminated a lot of the leaves. They just, of course, came off, and you came up here, a lot of these trees were barren, no leaves at all, no color. It was pretty sad, but you gotta make the best of it when you come up here. Love the mountains. I've always loved the mountains, and yeah, just love coming up here and sharing this with you guys so you can see what it looks like. So we just went through Blowing Rock. If you go straight, you're going to go to Boone, and Tweetsy's right down there. So getting off here, getting on to the Blue Ridge Parkway. And okay, so we're gonna turn left here first. There's some cool overlooks. We're gonna go north first. Probably will backtrack around, go south to see some cool shots up here. And here we go. If you notice the gates here too, they'll close those if there's like really bad weather, snow, things like that. If it's just not passable, they'll close those gates into the actual Blue Ridge Parkway. There's certain areas that they'll have open, certain areas that they'll have closed. And it's a very nice, wow, the sun is bright. And here we are at the first overlook. Check out the leaves here. I'm going to pan around so you can see this beautiful sight. Check all this out. Amazing. And if you've seen some of my past videos on this area and watched Outlander, Fraser's Ridge would be right down there in that valley. This is magnificent. Got the people coming out to see the leaves. So we're gonna get on top of that little ridge up there and check out the other side too. Zoom in a little bit here so you can see the beautiful colors, the yellows, the oranges, the reds. Check out that mountain range over there, and the houses over to the left over here. Man, that's nice. Magnificent nature. It's awesome. The sun's really bright on this side. Hopefully we'll get on the other side so you can get more of a feel of the colors too. This is just a wonderful time to come out here and see the mountains and see the leaves. Okay, so we are now headed south on the Blue Ridge Parkway. This goes towards Grandfather Mountain on the back side of Grandfather Mountain. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the colors. Wow. Then every time I come down the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's just something magical about it when you drive along it, because most of it, of course, is protected and untouched, and just every now and then you'll see little sparse areas where it's populated with homes, things like that along the parkway. Of course, a lot of those families have been there for generations that live along here, the farmland, and it's just a beautiful area to live in. Look at these colors. Those oranges are popping right now, and the yellows. Wow. So there are certain areas you can go. Look for signs. It'll tell you as you're driving, like an overlook coming up ahead, or they do have like nature museums along here to kind of give you an idea of the different trees, the different wildlife that's in the area. It's just magical through here. Wow, right now, went by this whole camping area and you could smell the wood burning. Man, it smells good too. Really gives you that feel of fall, smelling that wood burn. It's, you know, there's tons of campgrounds up here, so I will put some information in the description too. You definitely would have to put in a reservation for those areas here because they're so popular. And look at that, look straight ahead, Grandfather Mountain's right there. Look at these colors, man. So nice. But yeah, they're peaking. They're definitely peaking right now. And this is the Green Mountain Overlook, elevation 4,134 feet. Wow, look at that. And in the distance, you'll see the Smoky Mountains, and Tennessee is way over there. Yep, there's the reason they're called the Smoky Mountains. Isn't that beautiful? I want to kind of give you a look over on this side, on the opposite side. Look at the colors of the trees. So we are at the Lion Cove Visitor Center, kind of the bottom of Grandfather Mountain. I'll get some shots of that in just a second. Unfortunately, it looks like they're doing some refurbishment to the center, so we won't be going in there. Thankfully, they do have bathrooms here. They have porta-johns pretty much, so if you gotta go, they do have them here. So, man, this is amazing. Show you some more of the colors. You saw we went across the bridge on the backside of Grandfather Mountain along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Amazing structure that they built is that bridge. Incredible views, but there's so much traffic there. You definitely have to get here very early to get some fantastic video and pictures. But we're on the other side, so hopefully we get some cool shots from this end overlooking that end where we just crossed. So this is one of the trails off of the Lion's Den Center. Walk through here and just to look at these colors. Look at the yellows and the oranges. And up there you can see the bridge, and you pass right close to it, underneath it. Look at that, check that out. And in the center, if they were opened, you can actually see how they built this structure going around the mountain. It's pretty amazing. Look at the colors. Man, that is so beautiful. So we will continue on. Another cool angle of the bridge. I mean, it's so cool that you can literally just go underneath here. I'm sure this was all built, not for us, but for the construction crews that were building these to get the heavy machinery over here. But it's great they've actually turned it into a pathway that you can walk through to see the bridge and see some great scenery that hopefully we're about to see. Check that rock out. That thing is huge. These boulders here jutting out are amazing. Wow. So we do have a few steps to go up, and we should be able to get some cool shots once we get to the top there. And check this out. Walking right under these boulders. Isn't that cool? Check that out. Wow. This is so cool. Looks like another pathway there. Maybe not. That could be just a little cave. And I'll head over here. I'm sure it's worth the walk to go up this. There you go. Check that out over there. See if I can zoom up a little bit. Now you can see the road. Isn't that amazing? And again, Smokies are directly ahead of us. So we just passed through that pathway right through here, came through the rock here underneath, came up these stairs, and we will proceed up this pathway right up here. This is just so cool. Kind of get that magical, enchanted feeling as you go through these. I've been here just hundreds of millions of years, where the continents collided. And if you don't know, these mountains, the Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains, are considered the oldest in the world. And the reason being the roundness of these magnificent mountains, the age, the wear and tear. And if you look at the Himalayas, they're more pointed and jutted. That signifies from the geologists that those are much younger. Check out the leaves, how vibrant they are up here. See the traffic going by. So we're on the other side of the bridge, so that's pretty cool. We will continue down the pathway. Another little nook over here. And it is bear season. They are around. They haven't gone into hibernation yet, because these are like perfect areas from the just to chill out. Want to get this view up here. Wow, it's amazing through here. All these amazing boulders too, just magnificent. More trails going through here. Connie and I came here years ago. We walked all through here, and I've got some cool still shots of this tree with its roots going across the boulder. I took the hard way. I'm gonna go back down and cut through there, but I just wanted to let you see all this. See, they're down there at the bottom. So just remember, going down these stairs, you're still gonna have to come back up to get back to your car. So we're going a little bit deeper here. Ran some hikers. They said if you go over here, wow,
should be able to get some cool shots. So we're gonna give that a try too. And there's the bridge. We're gonna go underneath that. And they told me that I should be able to get some spectacular views from there. So I'm definitely taking you to a place a lot of you probably will never be able to get to or come to. Wow, look at that view right there. Look at the colors. So here's the bridge on the Blue Ridge Parkway. You can hear the traffic going by. The views there are stunning. As you can see behind me, I'll get some better views in just a second, but I just wanted to show you where I was down this trail. It gets a little bit easier, it's not as steep as you go further down. I'll show you that too. But wow, it's a great walk, and it's worth coming down here to see this. Thought I'd turn around here to show you these other massive boulders here. And there's the pathway continues. Like I said, it got a couple switchbacks back and forth, but it's definitely well worth the walk. So I decided to come down further, and I noticed that it goes up, so maybe we'll get some other cool shots of the mountains. And like I said, look at all these nooks and crannies, little caves and stuff. Definitely a great place for to get out of the weather, or for a bear just to chill out from the weather. So at this point, the trail leading from here coming up runs parallel to the bridge. We're right on the corner over here, and we will continue down here. Let me pan back. Check that view out. Wow. So if you are daring enough, you can go down this little trail. It's pretty steep. It also looks like when you get some heavy rains, you get some really nice waterfalls going through there. Look at these magnificent rocks here jutting out of the side. Continue going up here, and again, if you don't feel like you can go up some of these steps, definitely don't do it, because there are areas where it's can be pretty tough. Well, this is what I was looking for right there. People slowly stopping to get photos. Not really a good decision to make, especially for people going through here wanting to get to the other side or get to their destination. But it's magnificent through here. I'm happy I could bring this to you so you can see this. Colors are magnificent. I keep on saying that, amazing, magnificent, but they are. It is what it is when you come up here. Smoky Mountains way over there in the distance, due west of Grandfather Mountain. Just stand here just for a minute just to appreciate nature. I'm gonna head this way and see what we got. It looks like this trail does follow the bridge all the way around, so we're kind of at the halfway point. So we're going to head back to the car. Didn't want to go too far, but it doesn't look too bad. I think it kind of levels out at this point as you continue straight, but you got some really nice views of the valley and the leaves. It's just beautiful up here. The air is so crisp. It's a big difference coming up here than from the city for sure. And you'll run into other hikers and walkers through here, enjoying the view and just getting out in nature in general. That's the beauty of it. And there's the famous curve right there, straight ahead. Just going to zoom up on there. Yep, there it is. I like how they laid the natural stone here for steps, which is very cool, kind of blend in so it won't disturb nature. They just took the natural stone that was here which is great. Instead of disturbing the trail, kind of get some cool shots of the trail. Heading back. Just had a whole family pass me with like 5 kids. Very enthused for sure. And yeah, just love that. Look at that over there. Amazing. I just love North Carolina. And I love the mountains of North Carolina. It's one thing you'll find yourself doing a lot, is coming up here just to get away and see these magnificent views, just getting close to nature, just getting away from everything, you know. So I want to make sure I had this view from here for you as we continue to go back to the car. We'll head down into that little cave down there and walk through there. We should be back to the parking lot soon. Just love the yellow leaves on the pathway there. So instead of the yellow brick road, it's the yellow leaf road. This is the Tanawa Trail here. And we won't go down it, but it goes way back in the woods there, as you can see. It's more of a nature trail than anything else. It's not like where we were earlier.
Continue our journey on the backside of Grandfather Mountain. We're actually going to cut across. Wow, look at that. Amazing. We'll cut across to the other side of Grandfather Mountain. Look at all the people. You got to be careful through here for sure. They'll dart out right in front of you. Besides the traffic. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I do want to pull over a little bit down here. There's probably a lot of cars, but I want to get like a turnaround view of Grandfather Mountain. But that's the turn we're going to take. We'll come back to it in just a few minutes.
And here we are, way down at the bottom of Grandfather Mountain. And there's the peak there, and then you've got the bridge. The swinging bridge is right in that area, and also the observation, and also the gift shop, stuff like that at the very top. Not sure if they have a Starbucks, but would not be surprised if they did. But look at the magnificent colors. Wow, I just want to get this great view of the mountain here. They were taking reservations to go up it, but I don't think you have to do that anymore. Once we go up there, I'll have the video going so you can see the actual line to get in, which I'm sure there probably is at this time. Man, that's just beautiful. Go over here. I just wanted you guys to see what it looked like. Look at these colors. Amazing. But yeah, we're gonna go cut across and go to the opposite side of Grandfather Mountain, and take that back into the Boone Blowing Rock area. They also have the Highland Games here too, and it's one of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest Highland Games. And competition from Ireland, especially of course Scotland, England, come over here to participate, and all the families here. I mean, you're in Scottish territory. A lot of this area was established by Scots, Highlanders. You know, they came here and settled here because a lot of these mountains remind them of home back in Scotland, and it's just magnificent. But yeah, I'll have in the description, I'll have all the information about the Highland Games and when they're held here. But they're just thousands of people, and they come, they camp. All the clans and the families come, you know, with their colors and their tartans, But yeah, this is just an amazing area to come to. So up here is the entryway to Grandfather Mountain, as you see the line there. And from what I saw on the way up here, there is a sign that you do still have to have reservations to go up top. So just remember that. Not sure how long it's going to last, but you definitely have to have reservations. So we are at the bottom, and as you see the signs here, if you go straight, it'll lead you to Newland and Marion. And we're going to take a right here, go towards Boone and Banner Elk. And it's about 20 minutes from here to Boone. And need to get some lunch soon too. So this is 105 that will take you into Boone. Just want to show you some more of the leaves, the colors through here. And along here, there's some really cool, well, the Bigfoot's all covered up and they're closed. Some really cool shops, little antique stores, things like that. I'll probably pop into one or two that I like to go into and see what kind of finds I find. Fire station. But this is a nice ride too. It runs kind of parallel to the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's more of the business area, 105 is. And again, this will also get you also to Sugar Mountain, Beach Mountain resorts, also the Appalachian Ski Resort too. We'll probably pass that as we go back to Boiling Rock. And the way you can tell that you're at Banner Elk, you'll see the stone buildings up ahead. And that's when you hit the Banner Elk area. And I've been told, or I've also read, that Steve Martin, the comedian, Steve Martin, the Steve Martin, has a home up here in Banner Elk. I'm not sure if he's living there full time at all, but I know he does have a home up here in the Banner Elk area, because you know he plays the banjo, and he has some of the guys that play with him are from this area, and they do a lot of the bluegrass festivals, things like that. And I will have a description of some of his music in there as well. There's a place where you can actually get Steve Martin's music and a little bit of the history of the guys he plays with for his bluegrass group that he has. There we go. So we're moving ahead. I love these stone structures too. The old church there, a couple other buildings. Look at the yep. So you see right there, Sugar Mountain and Beach Mountain to the left here. You go through Sugar Mountain Resort. We're also not too far from Oz, Wizard of Oz, the old music park that used to be here. Actually, it's still here. They have every year they have a get together. And I think you have to get reservations to go to it. And each year they've been doing it. They've opened just a little bit longer.
So that's pretty cool. And there are trails at the bottom. Like I said, we're on the other side of Grandfather Mountain, so there are trails that you can climb on this side up to Grandfather Mountain. Just make sure you bring the proper gear for something like that, because that will definitely be a whole day excursion up and back.
And we are in Boone, and we're going to eat at Willie Brooks BBQ. It's been a while since I last was here, but it is some good barbecue. And this is the inside of Willie Brooks BBQ Smokehouse and Grill. It's a pretty cool place, and it's changed a little bit since the last time I've been here. It's been years ago when they first opened, I think. But here you go. There's Willie's. We'll take a look at the menu too. So I'll share the menu with you in the description. I'll have the link and everything too. I went ahead and ordered, and I got the ribs and chicken, and it looks good from what I've seen on other tables. So, and I am starving for some awesome barbecue. And here is my plate. Got the ribs and the chicken, fries, and some fried okra. A little bit of bread. Man, that looks good. So this should be filling. And these ribs are thick and juicy. Got to cut them with a knife, but they're nice and moist. Oh, they're good. And they did have different sauces here too, but really, you don't have your sauce on there. Have it on the side if you want it, because the flavor into itself of these ribs is fantastic. And you can see how thick and juicy these ribs are. And as you can see, that was delicious. Well, that was an awesome lunch at Willie Brooks BBQ. If you're ever in Boone, definitely check out Willie Brooks. And on that note, hope you enjoyed our little trip up here to Grandfather Mountain and Boone and Blowing Rock and the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was a beautiful day today. And please like, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for more stuff coming up really soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.